Tuscan Leather Intense is out. This is Tuscan Leather Intense, but I'm surprised at how not intense Tuscan Leather Intense is. But I love how it smells. So is it better than the original Tuscan Leather? If you want to find out, please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time tuning into my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and of course participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. Well, yes, I was a fan of the original Tuscan Leather. I mean, I still have my 250 ml big bottle right here. But lately I have been wearing Ombre leather, this one right here, which was originally a limited release in 2016 called Ombre Leather 16. Then they rebranded it into this new bottle and have released it as Ombre Leather. So I've been wearing that one, and I had kind of forgotten about the original Tuscan Leather, and then I found out about this one, and I noticed in the notes, at least on Fragrantica, I noticed that it said Davana. And actually, now that I looked up Tom Ford, the website, they do mention this Davana note as well. So what's the deal with Tuscan Leather Intense? So Tuscan Leather Intense is a 2019 launch. A 50 ml bottle like this is $335. Very, very pricey. This is on the pricier side of the private blend collection. And a 250 ml bottle costs $860. The regular collection 250 ml decanter bottles are $615 currently, but this one as a 250 ml is $860, same as the previous fragrance I reviewed from Tom Ford Private Blend Collection, Lavender Extreme, in that more pricier category of fragrances. And are they worth it though? Let me tell you. So on the notes, on Tom Ford, it says it's only leather, woods, and Davana. But on Fragrantica, they have added additional notes. And I've also looked up Perfumo.net, and also base notes, they all mention leather, woods, and Davana. I mean, I like the fact that on Fragrantica, they are mentioning that there's these additional accords or notes. But what we get here is, at the top, saffron, raspberry, thyme, and Davana. And that Davana is a fragrance or a note that's kind of sort of connected to Artemisia. And then also it's kind of from that same family as absinthe, anise, licorice. So it has a very green smell. That's what excited me about the Tuscan Leather Intense. In the heart you have Olibanum, jasmine, woody notes. And the base notes you have leather, suede, amber, woody notes, animalic notes. And the differences between the original Tuscan Leather compared to this, on Fragrantica, they have added the Davana in the top notes, and in the heart notes they have also added additional woody notes. But on the original Tuscan Leather, the woody notes came in the base. So here with Tuscan Leather Intense, you get the woody notes in the heart as well, according to Fragrantica, and of course and the base notes you get the woody notes there as well. But Tom Ford website, of course, as I said, leather, woods, Davana. You kind of like take those notes and kind of like come up with like maybe perhaps accords you're experiencing, because that's the notes that they have sent in. And I do agree, it's a leather. It's of course lots of leather here. This is all about leather. It is very woody. Of course, I should also say it is ambery for sure. The amber is pretty prominent here. It's an ambery combo of leather and woods. But what really stands out here is the fact that the Davana makes this very green, kind of boozy quality to the fragrance. Gives it that kind of a boozy quality. To me, the Davana, Artemisia, absinthe, licorice, anise. Anytime I smell that, it's already ultra green, but it also kind of goes boozy a little bit too. So that's kind of why I'm getting some booziness with this one. And I really love the way it smells. It smells great. It's a unique take on Tuscan Leather. Of course, it's kind of lazy for them to come up with another intense version of a successful fragrance from the Private Blend collection, and then to throw it into this like more pricier category, because they love doing that, because they love making money from us, and we're gonna buy them. And $860 for a 250 ml bottle is so damn pricey. It's really pricey. In fact, a 50 ml bottle in a in the private blend collection, in this collection, is also very, very pricey. This one I see it being more like $100 less, like $235 is already really pricey, but it's $100 more. It's $100 whole dollars more, and that's like really, really expensive for a fragrance, and that's kind of a negative for me for this fragrance. In fact, I think the entire private blend collection of fragrances that are in the higher price category or bracket, I think are just overpriced. They're just way overpriced. Even though I love the scents, I think they're not worth that much money. But if I love a scent, I am going to figure out a way to get it. Of course, I will pay full money or full dollar or whatever, but I try and figure out ways to get discounts. But I feel like the entire higher priced category of private blend collection fragrances are way overpriced. But this is a great scent to me. It's a great alternative to Tuscan leather. But to me, this one smells more like ombre leather compared to the original Tuscan leather. There's something about the leather in here. It's much more similar to this than Tuscan leather. Tuscan leather has not a lot of sweetness, and this has a lot of sweetness to it. I think it's coming from that Davana note. It's just got a beautiful boozy sweetness to it that I really like. It's a nice contrast to that very rough animalic leather note in here along with the wood. So when you get really intense animalics and intense leather and woods, it kind of turns me off, and that's why I've been pulling for the ombre leather. And I really like ombre leather. I thought it was a great price range, $175 for 100 ml. It's a no-brainer fragrance. I love it, and because of that, it's just become a great fragrance. Tuscan leather is one that I really liked at the beginning, but I kind of grow tired of it, and not necessarily tired of the scent. Just became really strong and intense, and also pretty one-dimensional because the leather pretty much becomes stays leather, and then there's that very light nuance of the raspberry, so it became kind of boring. But here I really do love the way this smells. It's a great take on Tuscan leather, but as I said, it smells really close to this. So when it smells really close to this, I'm not sure about the price point for this, because the price point is just way too high. So that's a negative for me, and I don't know. I mean, are people buying these fragrances? Are you guys buying Tuscan Leather Intense? Are you buying Lavender Extreme? Fucking Fabulous, Lost Cherry, all those higher price point private blend collection fragrances. If you are buying them, please do let me know. But now that I know this smells sort of closer to the ombre leather, I feel like the price point is too high. But I'm obsessed with that Davana note. I really love that Davana note. It's green, it's pungent, it's boozy, and just very kind of almost aromatic as well, because there's something, it's an herb, of course. It's, as I said, it's related to Artemisia, absinthe, and things like that. So it's got a great scent. I love the way it smells, and it just adds this unique touch to the fragrance. Now here's a couple of things that are also negatives. I don't think this is intense. It comes off intense, but to me, I wanted to get the original Tuscan leather in a more intense form, but then again, I probably would not have worn that one because I find Tuscan leather to be pretty intense as it is. So the twist is really cool here with the Davana. It takes the fragrance into a new direction. It is, after all, most of Tuscan leather, but more like ombre leather with that Davana, no, not much more. And the intensity is not too intense. I just don't find it to be ultra intense. There's the intensity there, but I think the intensity is only coming from the Davana and the fact that there's something new and unique scent in there. It does last a slight bit longer than the original Tuscan leather, but that's about it. Not much more than the original Tuscan leather. That's points to this, but then you're also paying so much more money for Tuscan Leather Intense compared to Tuscan Leather. Do you want that? I mean, I don't know. I did buy this as a promotion, at Neiman Marcus. They have these gift card promotions at Neiman Marcus where you spend a certain amount, buy some things, and you get to this bracket of amount you spend, and they give you a gift card, and 8 weeks later you receive this gift card for future purchases. So I take advantage of those kind of deals quite frequently, because when I'm paying suggested retail for something like this, where it costs an arm and a leg, it's much more expensive than other fragrances. It's more expensive than niche, because I have lots of great niche fragrances that are much less than this. And smell-wise, I mean, they're pretty niche to begin with, but performance-wise, they perform much better. And you're actually getting an actual physical niche product rather than Tom Ford, which is under the Estee Lauder brands. But I just take advantage of those coupons, as I said. They're not really coupons, they're just gift card promotions. And my sales associate usually reaches out to me and says, hey, we're having one. If you spend this much, you get this. Sometimes it's off of the coupon or the receipt, or sometimes you have to wait for a gift card to come in. So I justify it for at situations like that, and then sometimes that's why my reviews are also much later than when the fragrance comes out. But I'm not going to go out and spend $335 for a 50 ml bottle of this stuff. In fact, what I think I should have done is probably bought the $860 decanter bottle, because it would have been much better value when you do the math of $335 into 50 ml or $860 into 250 ml, so I think it works out better per mil price. But overall, I'm happy with the way it smells. I'm just not happy with the fact that these are the higher price point private blend collection fragrances. I don't like the fact that it's not that much intense, a little intense, and I think the intensity is coming from the fact that they have added the Davana note, which I really, really like. I love this note. I want to explore this note more, but if you like licorice, anise, absinthe, things like that, including Artemisia, then you're probably going to like this if you also already currently like Tuscan leather. Otherwise, get some samples to test it out and see. Go to a store that carries it. Our Bloomingdale's has it, Neiman Marcus has it, and I'm assuming Saks has it as well here in San Francisco, but it depends on what stores you guys have near you. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Tuscan Leather Intense 2019 release. Let me know what you think about this fragrance. If you tried it yet, are you curious to try it? Do you like this note, Davana? What do you think about the price? 250 ml for $860, is that too high? 50 ml for $30-$35, that's even higher. Let me know, put some comments down, let's get a conversation started. Other than that, please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye. Oh, and I'm sorry I had to put the hat back on. Hair's out of control again. I need to pick up some new hair stuff, and by the time I pick up the new hair stuff, my hair will be grown. But you know what? I'll continue doing videos without the hat every time I get a new haircut and style. You guys are enjoying it. But once again, it is, after all, about the hat. This is me with a hat. The channel is me with a hat. So I don't like to change that on people. I like to just continue with it. But once in a while, we will do some hatless videos in the future. Thank you.